Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I finally made it to Kentucky, where I'm going to be here for a few weeks. And I'm starting out this Kentucky trip in Louisville. And in this video, I'm going to show you around the Louisville waterfront along the Ohio River. And I'm going to take a boat tour on one of their river boats here. So that should be interesting to see all along the river, the scenery here. So come along with me and I'll show you what it looks like. They have some interesting animals here. But I noticed they're all very thin. This is actually a big fat hen. Looks a lot plumper from the side. Now this bird I'm not familiar with. Got a lot of bridges crossing the river here. That looks like a railroad bridge. I don't think they've done much boat docking lately here. This KFC Yum Center is a big concert sports venue. And this is the downtown Louisville. I'm sure you know that Joe's knows crabs. And I'm thinking about eating at Joe's Crab Shack for lunch today, right on the river. And there is the tour boat that I'm going to see about taking a tour on myself today. There's a couple kayaking and boarding with the dog. Some kind of giant art piece here, and there are a lot of benches, but not a lot to look at. I've seen a lot more scenic waterfront parks than this one. Well, I did decide to eat at Joe's. Look how empty it is. There are a few people eating outside. And across the river there is Jeffersonville, Indiana. And one thing I just found out that I think is interesting is that part of the shoreline over there is officially part of Kentucky. So Indiana doesn't get the entire shoreline. Well, I got my favorite fish, salmon. They call it cedar baked. I guess they bake it. I don't know how you cedar bake something. I think I will do the paddle boat tour. Well, we're taking off on the boat now. Get a close-up of the other side, the Indiana side of the shore. Not much over there, some greenery. Parking lot, boat dock I think I saw. There's a lawn where I was walking around earlier. And this is off to the left where I didn't go into where all those trees are. A lot of benches if you just want to sit and stare at the river for a while. Convenient parking too. Having a little picnic or something there. And you can go fishing. This is on the Indiana side. They got some fire trucks there. Wonder what they're doing.
The city of Louisville owes its existence to the river in many ways. George Rogers Clark and his men traveled west along the Ohio in 1778 during the American Revolution. His goal was to clear out the British forts that held the western side of the colonies. He and his men used the Ohio as a means of travel. He was accompanied by a group of settlers who were also heading west and found protection traveling with a relatively large group of well-armed men.
Here's a good view of 3 sets of bridges. There's the port of Jeffersonville, Indiana. Got some nice looking homes here on the Indiana side. And here's some residents that I bet like to go boating, have their own boat access to the river. 1937 flood crest. So that's how high the waters got that year. Wow, that is really high. This is an interesting building. Don't know what it is.
In 1890, the 30-year-old tower was snapped off at the base during a storm. It was rebuilt, and that is the tower you see today. It is one of the oldest standing towers in the country. You may also notice the high water mark of the 1937 flood on the pumping station.
Well, that is the company that provides water, drinking water, for the city of Louisville. And this white building, I guess, is part of it too, with that tower over it. And just to the left of that, they have a playground on the river here. And over to the left is boat docks. Well, that's as far as we're going. It's a 1-hour cruise. So we cruised a half hour down the river, and then now we're going a half hour back. So the end of the cruise is at the water company here. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed my tour of the St. Louis waterfront and the Ohio River. Good day, folks.